Next in 9 News, intense rain and damaging winds lash parts of the southeast. We'll bring you the very latest on the developing storm activity. Around 80 local councils to ditch citizenship ceremonies on Australia Day. It's a move the opposition says is a step in changing the date by stealth. The suburb set to boom across Brisbane and regional Queensland. Plus, get ready for a party. Final preparations underway for New Year's Eve celebrations across the state. 9 News is next. Severe storms strike again. Tonight, thousands more families in the dark. Warned power could be out for days. Backup arrives to help clean up a week of destruction. The forecast not looking good for New Year's Eve. A dramatic citizen's arrest after a driver smashes into a Gold Coast service station. Dozens dead as Ukraine is pummeled by the biggest Russian bombardment of the war. An unexpected wild card clears the courts at the Brisbane International. And from the stadium to the stage and sky, your guide to the big shows and blockbuster events set for the southeast in 2024.
This is 9 News with Wendy Kingston.
Good evening to you. The southeast can't catch a break at the moment, can it? After 7 days of severe storms, giant hail, destructive winds and relentless rain have once again smashed the region. The wild weather today plunging more families into the dark, with thousands still waiting for power to be restored from days ago. The clean-up mission is now so massive, help has been called in from interstate. Our team of reporters is live tonight for you right across the southeast with the very latest information and New Year's warnings. Olivana Lathoris begins our coverage.
The early parts of next week, I'll have that full weather forecast coming up for you very soon.
Thanks, Bronte. Some people behind you already enjoying themselves, and despite the concerning weather Bronte just talked about, we're still expecting tens of thousands to descend on the city to ring in the new year tomorrow night. Let's go live now to Isabel Quinlan at Kangaroo Point. Izzy, what do we need to know ahead of the big day?
Bang. Wendy, have a happy new year.
You too, and let's hope that rain stays away. Thank you very much for that, Izzy. 2 fathers have now been identified as the victims of a shocking holiday crash outside of Sydney. Tonight, a number of their children are still in a serious condition in hospital as police try to work out exactly how that tragedy unfolded.
David Drozd, his wife Nicole and 5...
Destructive inferno still ahead tonight. A family loses everything just weeks after moving in. A race against time, 100 people trapped on ice. Also ahead tonight, Tesla troubles. Police called to an out-of-control cybercar crash. And at the end of sport, from the stadium to the stage and sky, your guide to the southeast's jam-packed calendar in 2024. A young family has lost everything, waking up to an inferno tearing through their Coomera house this morning. The family of 6 moved in just weeks ago. Now they're homeless.
Black smoke billowing.
Tony Jones, 9 News.
So many talented people. We'll stay with the sports after the break, including the new favourite to replace Dave Warner in the Aussie Test team. The Brisbane International draw revealed when you can catch Rafael Nadal on court. We'll tell you about that. And then at the end of sport, the blockbuster events set for the southeast in 2024.
And it was a little bit gloomy down here in Burleigh Heads a little bit earlier, but the wind has died, the sun has come out, and there's a game of beach rugby going on in the background. We'll have your full forecast coming up not far away.
Test selectors are zeroing in on David Warner's successor, with Revelations Cameron Green is in the mix to open for Australia. As the Aussies now turn their attention to Sydney, Pakistan is still seething at how the second test ended.
Closing out the year with another gripping victory.
Into the season. Well, from our stadiums to the stage, even the sky, 2024 is shaping up to be an exciting year for the southeast. Abby Guerin breaks down the blockbuster calendar of events coming our way. So much ahead. Well, in just 3 minutes' time, from the city to the coast, your guide to what's in store for 2024. The southeast suburbs about to boom. What you need to know is just moments away. But first, Bronte Gildea is back with a check of the weather for us. Bronte, a lovely night down there. Can we expect the same tomorrow?
Oh, Wendy, we're not too sure at this stage for tomorrow, but tonight it's turned into a beautiful sunset from what was supposed to be a pretty gloomy day. The kids are certainly enjoying it. We can only hope we see the same thing tomorrow for New Year's.
House prices across the southeast soared to record highs in 2023, and experts are making bold predictions for the year ahead. With 2024 just around the corner, tonight we can reveal the suburbs set to boom.
Defying expectations and
It is time now for our full weather forecast. Bronte, how much rain are we expecting for New Year's Eve?
Well, 90% chance of rain here on the Gold Coast and in Brisbane. Only 20 millimetres expected in the gauge in both locations. But up a little bit further north today, take a look at the radar. We can see that storm activity moving over north of Caloundra, over Hervey Bay, which recorded about 32 millimetres, but terrifying for the people underneath all of that thunder and lightning. Now let's have a look at temperatures across the southeast today. 10 degrees cooler than what we saw in Brisbane yesterday, just 28, 29 on the border, 33 in Gympie and 29 on the Sunshine Coast. Taking a look at the map now, you can see that trough bringing the wet weather to us here on the east coast. Behind that, a surface trough dragging moisture into the southern parts of the country. Around the grounds for New Year's Eve, sunny for most of Australia, except for us here in Queensland, unfortunately. A top of 31 in Perth and 26 in Adelaide, 21 for Melbourne, cloudy and 22 for the capital, while Darwin will have storms and a top of 35 degrees. Back at home, North Queensland should dodge the rain for New Year's. Tops of 34 in Townsville, which might catch a bit of that shower activity, but partly cloudy, and 33 for Cairns. Showers for the Whitsundays and thunderstorms for the Capricornia, Wide Bay and Burnett regions as the storm activity moves north. While out west, it will be sunny and 43 degrees in Longreach. For us in southeast Queensland, we'll have the remnants of that storm system hanging over. Some showers for the Sunshine Coast all the way down to us here on the Gildea. And as I mentioned earlier, a chance of some scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, so keep an eye on that changing forecast. On the bay, southerly and 10 knots tending south to southeasterly, with winds up to 20 knots in the evening for the city tomorrow. Still the chance of a thunderstorm and showers throughout the day. The heat hanging around a little, a top of 31 and pretty humid. Looking ahead, no end in sight for those showers, cooling down a little for New Year's Day, but we'll see those temperatures increasing again toward the end of next week, with a top of 33 for Thursday. Not much different in Ipswich, up to 35 degrees forecast for Thursday. For us here on the coast, a soggy New Year's Day and tops of 27. Not the beach cricket kind of weather we've been hoping for. Possible thunderstorms around then as well. As for you on the Sunshine Coast, storms persisting until Monday with a top of 27, and then warming up again into next week. Let's hope Luke out on the water can ditch his rain jacket, and I can ditch mine as well tomorrow night for the New Year's celebrations.
Yeah, indeed, and well done, Luke. Good stuff. Thank you, Bronte. And that is 9 News Queensland this Saturday. Thanks so much for your company. Dimity Clancy is next with the current affair. Have a great evening. Good night.